Hello my crafty friends, my name is Denise Becker and I wanted to show you all today how to make two gift bags. The first one inspired me to try this second one. Now this one, the first time I tried it, I wasn't crazy about it because my bags are like, I got the idea from Stamptastic Designs, Lynn Dunn, and her bags, mine are funky. I mean, I don't know if it's because they're Walmart and they're, I'm sure if you went to a craft store, you could get nicer bags. But see how this is not, I don't know. The first one did not come out at all. I was not crazy about it at all. But I know you can get bags like this at the craft store, which are probably much better quality. You would have to, depending on what size, you'd have to change your dimensions, but it's very, very simple, easy thing to do. You just measure your bag, and that's how you get your measurements. But so I'm gonna try this again and see if I really like deconstructed bags. That's why I went ahead and thought I'm gonna see what I can do about the sides and the base. If I can, instead of using a paper bag, I really like this type of bag better, but this would be really cute for Halloween. Little kids, for your kids or grandkids, this would be really cute. It's not, I don't know, I'll show y'all. I wanted to try it again. At first I wasn't gonna, but this inspired this one, the one that I made out of this blue paper. But anyway, oh yeah, and I wanted to tell y'all real quick, I did post some wedding pictures over on my Facebook page. It was just wonderful. I mean, it was just absolutely wonderful. We had so much fun. My granddaughter, Kayla, and her maid of honor, which is her sister, my youngest granddaughter, Brooklyn. They were just absolutely stunning, and we just had a great day, very relaxing day, and it was just beautiful grounds, and was a river way in the back, and looks like old Florida style, if you know what that looks like. And I just loved it. This was right up my alley. I like old Florida. I don't like modern looking. I like the antique looking, so it was so pretty and so calming. We just had just a wonderful time. So if y'all want to check out the pictures of my gorgeous granddaughters, go right ahead. I think they're stunning. So yeah, so I just want to let y'all know that it was great. I was exhausted. It took me a couple days to recover, and then I kind of got a little bit of a cold, but I'm okay. But Lynn, the way she did this, excuse me, y'all. She took a piece of cardstock that is, and I will leave the measurements for you. 5.5, 5.5 by 6 1/4. And then on the 6 1/4 inch side, you're going to score at 2. And what that's going to make is the little flap that folds over, and then the little bag is going to go inside. Yeah, it's going to go inside here like that, and then this is going to get. I'm going to adhere this to that, and there's your little your little bag. And then when you open it up, you've got this little cute little bag. But I'm not I think I prefer this style better, but it is very cute and very easy to make. I just hope my bag is not too messed up to use, because my other one, I tried a couple times. I'm like, oh, I don't like that bag thing. But I think it was my bags were just so, I needed a better quality of a bag. She just said use a lunch bag, so I did have that from Walmart. But anyway, so this is like I said, 5.5 by 6 1/4, and then on the longer side you score it at 2, and that's going to be your little flap. And then you put the layers, the DSP layers is going to be, you're going to need 2 of them that are 5 1/4 by 4, okay? And then for the top one, you're going to need one that's 1 3/4 by 5 1/4, okay? And if you if this piece of paper up here is directional, put it on upside down, because when you go to put the bag together, you're going to fold this over and turn it around, so it's going to be the right side up on this side. But if it's directional, this is not, so I didn't have to worry about that. But if it's directional on this side, put it on upside down, okay? And then you'll be fine. But yeah, so that's, I'll leave all the measurements for you, but it's pretty easy. And then what I did was I came in 1.25 inches. I did use my my circle punch, hole punch gadget thing, but you don't have to. You could actually fold this in half. Lynn folded it in half and used like 1/2 inch circle punch. Now I was a little bit going through 2 layers of cardstock. Hers was fine, so I'm sure it's okay. But you could use just a regular, fold it over and use a regular. I would use like a crocodile, because then you can just get right on and cut like a half of a semicircle right there. Mark it so you know exactly where you want to make the little cut, a little hole. Or a regular hole punch if it'll go through 2 layers of cardstock, because folded over it will. But that's why I always I have it, so I use it all the time. This thing, you just punch it down, just push it down, and it cuts out a little hole. So that's it. And then for this is actually going to be the front piece. It's like, it's going to come around like that. So this is actually going to be the front piece. So you need a piece of cardstock, which is 5.5 by 4.25. And the DSP is the same as on the front. That would be 5.25 by 4. So you'd need 2 of these pieces, okay? And then your bag, this is just one of them regular lunch bags. I forget how tall it is. Did I bring another one in here? It's just a regular lunch bag that I got from Walmart, a package of them. So this happens to be like 10.75 by 5.25. And what you do is put it in your trimmer this way and cut it to 4.25. Okay, just cut it off to 4.25. You want this to be 4.25 inches tall and 5.5 inches wide. So that's what I use. And my bags, once you start, they're all messed up. So what Lynn did was, after she put on her layers, then she took her bag and she did use tapes. And I said, well, you know what? I'm going to be brave and I'm going to try it. And what she said to do was, like, here's the bottom of the bag. When you cut it, it's going to be like that. Just fold that down and put your tape or glue, whichever one you want to use. I'm going to be brave and use some tape this time, because this is so thin. I'm thinking glue might be, might get a little too wet. So I don't know. I don't like doing this because I'm scared I'm going to get it crooked, but I'm going to give it a try. So, and then I'll put tape on the other. I should have done that already, but I don't know why I didn't. Okay, so we're just going to I'm gonna stand up because I have to. Let me try to get this, and I'm gonna come a little below, as long as this is not hanging out the bottom. Let me make sure. I don't mind if it covers up a little bit of the hole. That's fine. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Yeah, and then you want to fold this down, because it's going to be up like, fold it down and then add your tape to this side. Oh, okay, that was easy. Okay, good. Usually I'm so scared I'm going to be off that I tend to use glue all the time, but this is fine. You just put your tape, and I think, yeah, bring it down, fold it down. I hope I'm doing that right. Yeah, my bags are all folded funky. I mean, the first one was like hanging out. I'm going, oh my goodness, I can't do that. That's when I started coming up with, how do I make it deconstructed? Oh, what did I do here? Making the base separate, the sides separate, the front and the back, and then putting it all together. That's all a deconstructed bag is. Very easy. And those I happen to love to make. So I said, I don't know about that bag or not, if that's going to work for me. Okay, and let me put one right across here, and that should hold it nice. Okay. So I do like tearing tape and red tape. I do use it, but not a lot, because I'm always so worried. It's not gonna be straight. All right, just tape. Always when you use tape, get the air bubble. Oh goodness, almost tore the bag. Yeah, just press it down. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this off. Very, very easy to make. Doesn't require a lot, you know. Oh, I got to put my handles in too. Forgot. Darn it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I have to do the handles. Oh gosh, I should have done that first. I'm wondering, can I put a piece up here and put the hide the handles up here? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I should have put the handle, the ribbon in first. I used about 10.5 inches and taped it to the back of this, and then put the bag down. Oh gosh. But if I cut out another piece of DSP, I can bring the ribbon trim up this way and it'll still work. Oh, good grief. Oh, that's annoying when I do stuff like that. I should have done the ribbon first, then put the bag down. Ah, I'm sorry, all. I got ahead of myself. It happens every time I go to do a video. It's like I forget what the heck I'm doing. So let me go ahead and get this. Yeah, you put the ribbon in, pull it up, and then you would tape it. I would use tape and tape it down to the back of this, then put your bag over it. Oh, goodness gracious. Now I want to get this even and not, I want it up to the scroll line, but not over it. So that looks about right. That looks good. Let me see before I press it down. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That should have been done first. The ribbon should have been done first. I'm sitting there looking at the ribbon and put it in from the front to the back. I'll just cut another piece of this to hide it. You can still see a little teeny bit of it. I cannot, well, shoot. Come on, let's get through there. Poke it through. Okay. And you can make it as long as you like. I don't think it needs to be extremely long. It's gonna go like that. So I just kind of did this and picked how long I thought I would like it and then put it through. Okay. But I didn't do it right. But this, it won't matter the way I'm doing it. It's just, it's, you know, basically the same thing. It's just I should have put it on the bottom. All right, so let me see here. Let me see here. Yeah, see, and that's what's going to happen. Then it's going to open up, and there's your little bag. And that, it's cute. It's just cute. It's just, okay, I'll be honest. It's not, I think it's perfect for little Halloween, you know, little goodie bags for kids. I personally, myself, like, you know, this style better. I'm going to try it with let me just pull this up. But it is super easy and it's cute. It's cute. Let me go ahead and put some, see, normally I would have had this on this bottom, but you're really, you could still see it from that angle too, just a drop. So I'm just gonna put a little piece. I'm gonna have to cut another piece to cover this because you sure don't want to see this. But I'm just going to put some pieces of tape, and this is the same thing you do if you had it, put it on right, just, and then remove the backing when you put the bag on. But it'll be fine. Darn it. What the heck? My tape is, adhesive is coming off. Yep, sure is. Okay. So, what? It's all sticking to me. So let me go ahead and just put that on there. Yeah, just do it on the bottom, not before you put your bag on. Put it on the bottom. That would have been the better thing to do. But now I'm going to stick this down. I'm going to cut another piece of paper, 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. Just come down 1/4 of an inch. So let me go ahead and do that. Cut it. I hope I have the same. Let's see. Yeah, I do. So 5 1/4. 5 1/4. Well, let me just do 1 3/4 first. 1 3/4. Yeah. And then 5 1/4. And that'll be my layering piece for the inside. Okay. Okay. This is the paper DSP from the Reindeer Days too. And I'm going to use the stamp set to decorate it. I don't know how yet, how I want it. I probably should use hot glue on that. But I am going to decorate it from, probably make that cute little reindeer, little cutout reindeer. Okay, let me see. Let me see, what should I do here? Let me take the tape off. Where's my, what I do, drop it? I drop everything. I sure did. There we go. Oh no, I am so sorry, y'all. What the heck? You know, I am so sick of this phone. I just tightened it up. I just tightened it up. Hey, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to look up help, find some kind of help, because this happens all the time. And it's tight. I just checked it. So let me go ahead. I'm going to use some glue on this and just cover this up. I probably should use hot glue because there's ribbon there, but I'm going to take a chance. Put enough glue on there. Put some glue over that. I think it'll work. It doesn't matter what direction that's going to have to go in. Yeah, you see, you could see that little piece of ribbon on the bottom as well going down. So it's fine, you know, it's fine. It's not how Lem did it, but because I messed up, forgot to do it. But it's fine. It's absolutely fine. And then, see how cute? And then I'm just going to put a Velcro. I'm just going to put Velcro. That's it. Let me get my Velcro together. And so I got to mess with this Velcro. I got to sort this out one of these days. I need a good clean in my craft room is what I need. You know, I kind of like that on the inside anyway. Let me just kind of eyeball that. Is that about right? That looks about right. Yeah. Okay. Just press it down. And then press it down again when you open it up. And there you go. There's your little bag. There's your little bag. And you see it stands up. And there's from the side. Stands up. So there you go. And then I'll decorate it somehow. I don't know yet. I think I'm just going to make that cute little reindeer and little tag up here. I don't know what else I'll do. I'll show y'all when I get it done. But there you go. That's how easy it is to make with this little bag. Super easy. I mean, nothing to it. So yeah, there you go. And that's what inspired me to do this. So let me see how this turns out. So I've got it's basically the same measurements, except I've got to do the sides and the base, which is very easy. So I've got the same piece, which is 6 1/4 by 5 1/2, and again on the long side I scored it 2. I came in same thing, 1 1/4, and marked it and put my holes, and the cardstock. So okay, there it is. The cardstock is 6 1/4 by 5 1/2, same as the other one, same thing. And my top, this flap up here, which I did round the corners on this one, is 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. Same as the other one. Same as the other one. So, and I went ahead and put my layers on, which are, did I write that down? Guess not. So that would be 6 front flap. Let me just measure that. Let's see. 5 1/4, the DSP layer, 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 by 4, okay? So, yeah. Then you need a piece of, this will be the actual front, because it's basically the same principle as that. I'm just making my sides and the base. I'm making that myself instead of using this bag. So we'll see how it comes out. So for the cardstock, 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. For the DSP layers, for the front and the back, you need 2, 5 1/4 by 4. So I went ahead and put that on there. And then the base would be 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. And on the short side, you're going to score it a 1/2 inch on both sides. That's the base, okay? And then I did the same thing. I put my designer series paper on the front and on the top. You know, again, directional. You have to be careful with that. Make sure, you know, when you fold it over, it's in the right orientation. But that's, I think it's going to be fine. So let me see. I've got to score the sides, and then I did cut another piece to cover the inside. So the side, so I'm actually making this bag. It's the same concept, but I'm making the sides and the base. That's the only difference. I don't know if you know, maybe it's not even worth it. I don't know, but I just kind of like the way this one came out. Now on the sides, on the short side, the 4 1/4 side, you're going to score it 1/2 inch on both sides. Okay. Let me see. I don't want to tear this, so I'm using the bigger. On my stylus, the bigger little hole down there, not hole, whatever it is, little circle point. See my stylus, there's the small for the cardstock and then the bigger size. And then I'm going to turn it on the long side, and I'm going to score at 1, and I'm going to score at 2 1/4. Okay, 2 1/4. And then I'm going to rotate it back to the short side, and at 2 1/8, I'm going to score down to the first score line, just down to the first score line. That's just going to make it fold in easier, okay? Just fold it down to there. This is hard to see on this side. So I'll keep that one over here. So we're going to do 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Short side, we're going to go 1 inch and 2 1/4. Okay, we'll go back to the 4 inch side, and we're going to go 2 1/8 down to the first score line. Boy, it is hard to see. Okay, all right, and that's it. That's how we scored the sides. I love to do these. I love to do deconstructed bags. Okay. So now I'm just gonna, we have to do some cutting here and burnishing. Once you get the hang of this, I mean, you can just come up with all kinds of different bags. Okay, this is gonna be folded under like that. And I'm wondering, should I use my style? I don't think see, you need that little triangle in there where that score, like we did that 2 1/8. You need to use your stylus, and probably should do that. I'm wondering. Maybe with DSP it doesn't have to. Oh, and another thing, this is going to be the inside, so I want to make sure. Oh, good grief. Of course, it's not, I scored the wrong side. Oh, good grief. This is right. This is wrong. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, y'all. You know, if I could get something right. Yep. So this is going to be, what side did I say? This is going to be 4 1/4. 4 1/4 by 5 1/8. Oh yeah, I did want these sides to come down a little bit. 4 1/4 by 5 1/8. Yeah, I did want them to come down just a little bit. 5 1/8. Okay. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Good grief. Thought about it afterwards. Yeah, that's the inside of the bag, so you want to make sure the inside print is going in the right direction as well. This is, that's not. This one is, yeah, because that's going to be folded back. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's in the right direction. Okay, so I'm going to use this. Let me turn it over because this is 1/2 inch. So sorry about that. Yeah, make sure your inside pattern, because you're going to see it, is going in the right direction. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and then we're going to go 1, 2 1/4, right? 2 1/4, I believe, 2 1/4. And then we're going to go back to the short side, and we're going to go 2 1/8 down to the first score line. just down to the first score line, okay? I am so sorry about that, okay? So let me go ahead and I folded that in. I am gonna, no, that's wrong. Okay, so let's do some folding right here. Okay, fold this in. I'm wondering, do I need to do that, score that little triangle down there with my stylus? Might not have to, since it's, but what I am gonna do, no, you know, I think you probably need to with this kind of a bag, because it's a pretty big, the sides are kind of big. I'm gonna do it just for the heck of it, just to make sure. So what you need to do is find this 2 1/8, this little rectangle right here. Don't worry about this, the sides. Don't worry about that at all. Just this rectangle right in here, okay? The top, we're gonna put our, I'm gonna turn it over if I can see. I can barely see that. Let me see. If I burnish it, if I can see it better. Yeah, because I want to go inside that only that rectangle. I think that would be, let's see, fold it out that way. I'm pretty sure. Right now I'm not sure of anything. So what I want to do is go down to the corner of the rectangle and up to that score line, that 2 1/8 score mark we made down just to the first score line, and just work within this rectangle, I'm sorry. And we're going to make this from here, from this corner to that, and same thing over here. Put your little stylus down first and then guide your ruler into place. And just stay right inside this rectangle. I think I went out a little bit. Yeah, because when we pinch that in, because you want this pinched in, I'm going to do a little cutting on it, but you want this pinched in, and this, you want these pinched in, just like that. They kind of automatically do it anyway. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that, because it might not, it probably needs it. Let me burnish this. Ugh, I'm probably messing y'all up. You're going, what the heck is she talking about now? But I think it needs it on this this style of bag, because the sides are awfully big. That's the only reason I think you might really need to do it. Normally I would say not with DSP, but we're really not folding it flat. So I want to go inside this rectangle, down here to the corner. Whoop. Very corner of that, if I can see the score line, that is, and go up to that 2 1/8 and just make a little, with my stylus, I'm just scoring it. Don't press it too hard, you don't want to tear the paper, but it does need that. Go down to that corner, okay, there we go. Yeah, it needs that shape, and this is what will give it that shape. Okay, let me put my stylus away before I lose it. And then we have to do some cut. Let me pinch that in. I want to pinch it to the inside to give it that shape, and we'll pinch these little score lines in as well. And that's what gives it your sides that shape. See, you can see it already. That's what it's, without doing anything, just scoring it like that. And now what we need to do, I'm going to turn it over because I can see the score line a lot better. Here's this little rectangle down here. Now I'm going to come in at an angle up to the first score line, and I'm cutting at an angle, and I'm also cutting at an angle up here, see? So it's not straight down here, and it's angle cut here and there. I'm going to turn it over. Hopefully I can see the score line. Yeah. Whoops. Let me come over just a drop more, and then angle cut that. There we go. And then I'm just going to take a little teeny bit off the top. And that's how you make your sides. It's not hard. It really isn't. Don't be afraid to try this, y'all. It's not hard. I'm gonna do this. I'm turning it over just because it's easier to see. Angle here up to the first score line. Angle. Okay. And then it's just easier for me to cut it this way. That's why I'm always flipping it back and forth. There we go. And a little angle cut up here. And that's how you make your sides. It's really very easy. This one is just a little wide. That's the only reason I went ahead and did that, just to give it that shape. Okay, so what do we do now? Okay, let me figure this out now. I'm trying to figure this one out now. Oh, and here's the base. This is 5.5 by 4 1/4, and on the short side, you're just going to score 1/2 inch on both sides. Okay, 1/2 inch on both sides. Now, I've already put my DSP down. Same size as that. This one I rounded the corners 1 3/4 by 5 1/4, and I rounded the corner here. What was that one? DSP 5 1/4 by 4. You need 2 of those. And just remember this one. You need if you put this on, it needs to be upside down because that is actually going to be the front. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and put the base on. Got my sides ready, and you can see the sides. The shapes are already there, so that's what makes it so cool. When you just score it like that, that's all it takes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the base on. This is actually the back piece, and this is the front flap. I know it's confusing, but that's how it turns out. So I'm going to go ahead and put the base on. And I really encourage y'all to try this, because I hate to buy bags. I absolutely hate to buy bags. They drive me crazy. It makes me crazy to have to buy a bag when I know I can make one. And I can customize it, personalize it. There, that's nice and flush on the bottom. There you go. Very easy. That's all you do. We put our base on. And now we're going to put, this is the front piece. We're going to put, yep, we're going to put that on. Okay. That's our front. Let's go ahead and put the glue on here. And line this up real nice and even. Can y'all see? Oh, of course, my camera's acting up. Of course. There we go. I'm so sorry. You know, I do some of the worst tutorials sometimes, I feel like. It's funny, I can get in here when I'm alone and just, you know, whip together a bag in no time, and then that camera starts rolling and I go, uh-oh. Okay, so there we have, I've made the base and connected the back and the front together. Same thing, just like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and let me put my things in before I forget again. Yeah, let me do that. Put my little handle on. And I think I said about 10.5 inches I use, but you know, if you want it longer, do it longer. However you like it. And you could actually, this is any occasion bag, any occasion bag, and you'll see the difference. It's just a little sturdier, a little, I think a little nicer, but it depends on what you're doing with it too. You know, like for kids, I wouldn't bother. They're gonna toss it out anyway. It's easy to make this, very, very quick and easy to do that. It's not hard. This is not hard, don't get me wrong, but it's much easier to do this, especially for kids. I definitely give kids that bag. They're going to throw it out anyway. Well, I got to get this straight. That is not straight. I can't tell with this curly ribbon. I love it. It's retired, but I love the ribbon. It's just not cooperating with me right now. Well, darn it. Yeah, see, this is what you would have done with the other one. Put it, oh, good grief, come on. That is not straight. That handle is not, what the heck. There we go, that's better. That's good, okay. Whoa, let me bring that down. And let me bring that down. No, I'm gonna actually bring this up, I'm sorry. Yeah, I knew that I had, because I made this extra piece 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 by 5 1/4, and rounded the edges because I knew I was going to have to bring this up here instead of bringing it down. So let me put the oh, okay, so that wasn't such a crazy idea. Okay, yeah, that inspired me to make this. I'm going to bring this up a little bit. Okay, and then I'll cover it with that piece of paper to hide that. It's not completely hidden, but hidden enough that won't make me nuts. Otherwise it will. Okay. And it's probably a good idea to use some hot glue, but I'm not going to get the hot glue going now. So just put your tape over that. At least 2 pieces I would for this. Okay. Yeah, this takes a little bit longer, but it's not. There's nothing hard about it. Okay. And the results are, I think, a little dressier. Let's just put it that way, a little dressier. There is nothing wrong with this bag. Nothing. I mean, it's cute. And especially you put a little tag on it, and I'm going to put that little reindeer. There is nothing wrong with that. But I just kind of am partial to these kind of types of boxes and bags that are deconstructed. That's what I like. But there's nothing wrong with that. And I would definitely, if I'm telling you, I would make that in a heartbeat. If I had to make a bunch of them and no time, and I didn't have a lot of time, I would do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So, but probably for a friend, I would make something like this if I was giving this to a friend. I'll just put it that way. Lynn came up with a great idea, and it inspired me to figure out how to do this. So thank you, Lynn. Okay, so let me just put this on there before I forget. And yeah, you can see it, but it to me it doesn't. It's fine. Okay, there we go. Whoop. Okay. All right, so now let's put our sides on. So what we're gonna do is this 1 inch that we've cut down here, that's where we're gonna attach it. Let's just make sure they're in the right direction. Yes, woo. Yeah, make sure your inside is also in the right direction, because you will see it. So let's line up this this score line, both score lines on the sides and the bottom, the base. And let's, I'm gonna put my glue on there. I just like these kind of bags. I like to make them. I just like them. But you could certainly do that paper bag thing too. And I would do it too. I'm telling you, I would definitely do that if I was in a pinch and I had to really make a bunch of them. My kids do that to me all the time. Mom, I need. Okay. How many? Oh, 25, 30. Okay. That's nice. All right, so let me put this in here. And I'm not going to worry about the bottom. You could cover that up. I'm not going to bother with that. It's a little, treat bag-like thing. I mean, if you could, if you wanted to, you could put a piece of DSP over that and cover it up. I'm not. You absolutely could. Oh, didn't check to make sure this was straight. Yes, okay. Ooh. Yeah, always check to make sure that's straight. Okay. All right, so why did I cut out another one? I only need one. Yeah, whatever. I'm definitely making more of these. These are cute. And they're nice size. I like the size of them too. It's mini, but it's not so mini that it's, it doesn't hold anything. So there we go. Look at that. And then we're just going to put, oh, I love it. Oh, I really like this. Thank you, Lynn. You just made me figure out how to do this. Oh, I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm pulling, I don't even realize it. I'm pulling it towards me so I can see what I'm doing. And let me go ahead and just put this like you would always do. Now I purposefully cut the sides just a little bit lower than this, just to take some of the pressure off of it up there, because it is quite a wide side for this little bag. And so I figured, let me just make it a little bit short and take some of the pressure off up there, because I was finding when I did that one before that, actually it didn't come out as good. it was trying to come off because it was too much pressure up there. So let me just make it a little bit shorter, and I like that. Yeah, you could, if you know, if this bothers you, you could definitely cover it up in there, but it doesn't bother me. I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay, let's put more. Let's put this other side on. Oh, I gotta empty my glue, fill my glue, refill my glue bottle. Yeah, I cut it about 1/8 of an inch shorter. Just, I just like it. Okay, make sure that's nice and straight. Very simple to make. They really are. Once you've made a couple of these, you're going, oh, that's easy. It really is, y'all. Do not be afraid to try this. It's really not hard, and you can make some cute little customized little boxes and bags. Okay, you could put a pocket in there and put a gift card holder on it, you know, in it, or on the outside, whatever. You could do so much with it when you make your own. All right, let me get that lined up nice and straight. Whoops. Yep, just bring it up. Nice and kind of taut from the bottom. You want to pull it up. Yeah, there you go. So it's nice and squared off. Okay, and just use your finger. It's easy. I mean, you just use your fingers and just get it nice and flush with this. Okay, and let me get over here to the other side real quick before it dries up, and it should just fall right into place, and it is. It's falling right into place. There we go. Nice and easy. And I want to see how that side looks after I fold this over. Oh, I like it. Oh yeah, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I did that. Not that it makes a huge difference, but it does. You see that, how I scored it in? I figured that it needed that. Yep, I like that. I really like that. And I do like the paper sides instead of the cardstock, because it's just a little too, and then if I was going to decorate it, I'd have to put, you know, DSP on top of this, and it would be really kind of bulky, actually. I like that. Now that I like. This one is my favorite right here. I'm going to put a little Velcro, and then I will decorate. Then I didn't make anything yet because I was, you know, working on this, trying to figure out how to do it, how I liked it the best. This is it. This is how I like it the best. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with this, and I would make this in a heartbeat. There's not, you know, kids, you know, especially for kids, but even adults. I mean, that's easy. It's very easy. And there we go. So let me just get a Velcro dot on there. You could put a magnet, but I don't use too many magnets. If it was a really super fancy little bag, then I would, but I'm not on this one. Okay, so let me go right in the middle. You can always measure. I'm eyeballing that. Ah, sticky. Okay, and make sure this is nice and straight when you put it down. Okay, I can't really press it flat, so I'm just going to get it pressed on there as best I can, and then lift it up slowly. Okay, now I can press this in, really press that in, then it's good to go. It shouldn't have any trouble taking it off now, unhooking it, whatever. Yeah, and I'm going to decorate it, but I just wasn't sure exactly what I want to do. I think I just want to make the little reindeer and hang it from up here. That's cute. That is really cute. I like that. I really like this. I like them both, to tell you the truth. This one is a little bit easier to make, quicker, but this is not hard either, and I really like that. I've never made one like this before. So, yeah, I like it. I really like it. So I hope y'all enjoyed this and I didn't totally confuse you. But I think they're both adorable. Now, why is one a little bit bigger than the other one? I don't know. This one is a little taller. I don't know. Whatever. They're both fine. They're fine. Very simple to make, both of them. So, y'all, thank you so much for watching. Oh, I got to do my drawing. I got... And I went back and checked right before I came on. So I've got Janice Blau, I think it's pronounced, Janice. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Blough. Beckan. Deborah from Deborah's Chillin' Bags. Patina Hendricks. Donna having fun playing with paper. Bonnie Myers. Hey, Bonnie. Cindy N. Damaris, Blessed Hands Arts and Craft over on Instagram. Mary Salvato, I'm not sure. I have my handwriting, Mary, sorry. C.M. Carpenter, and Julie, the Creative Chica. So I've got everybody's name in here. I do not know who's who. I just wrote everybody down. I got to find out how to do that, that spin the wheel thing. That thing is cool. I just don't know what it is. I've got to ask Suzanne, where do you find that app? Or if somebody knows, tell me, because that would be a good way to do it. I don't know. I have no idea who's who. And I just write them down and put them in big pieces of paper and fold them over and over and over, so I have no clue who it is. I cannot see who it is. I don't want to know who it is. I just want to do this openly and honestly. Okay, so let me pick a winner, and I will get you those stamp sets. One I had from England, and of course she's entered because I didn't say, a non-international. But normally I would, I always add a few extra little goodies. But I told her if you win, it's just going to be the 3 stamp sets because I know the postage is going to be ridiculous. That's a shame too. It's just gone up so much. You can't even afford to, it's crazy. Everything is so crazy. I can't believe it. All right, so I've got everybody here. I have no idea who's who. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Okay. And I'm closing my eyes. I'm turning around. Let me make sure I'm feeling around. I got everybody right here. And I'm just gonna pick. Here we go. And this is Cindy Ann. Congratulations, honey. That just makes me so happy because y'all are so sweet, and you come back all the time, and I love to give back to my subscribers. Y'all are just so sweet and so special to me, and your comments are just, and I love it when it's somebody who watches me all the time. And Cindy always sends me the most gorgeous little cards. So Cindy, I will get that to you, honey. Hopefully this weekend I will get that out. And I'll probably send you one of these because I don't know what I'm doing with that. So I'll probably send you one of those. So y'all, thank you so much for watching. Congratulations, Cindy. I just love it when one of my regular subscribers wins because I just love you so much. And y'all, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye, y'all.